Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. I'm just gonna chat while I put some of these down. I found another, and I still have one huge bag, but we won't keep doing earrings. This is gonna be one of our next to the last batches, maybe, I don't know, or last batch for a little bit. But I wanted to chat. Olivia's not having, it's not a good, it's not one of her better days. Is it a day to take her in? No, it's not. She's, but I don't know. So that's where we're at. It's gonna, it's okay. She walked too far to try to do her potty, and she was way over. You know how she explores sometimes? Well, we call it exploring, where she takes off and goes behind the shed. So I was with her, and then she just stopped walking, so I picked her up and carried her back, and then she basically laid down right where she was at and did that. And I put some fans in front of her face and comforted her and sat there with her and tried to act normal and had my bubble water and all that. And then later she perked up a little, and I picked her up and we moved her. She went and laid down where she wanted to be, which is on the cold floor. But I just wanted to come on and chat. So anyway, the truck broke down, literally worse than ever. The day after the dealership fixed the water pump, I was at the Ford place kind of daydreaming of what it would be like to get and something more dependable. And all of a sudden, steam started coming out from under it, and I couldn't believe it. I was so mad I couldn't even talk. My friend was with me, thank God. She called them, and I told her, tell them to send a tow truck, and they will be paying for it. And that we just got it yesterday from them, and it looks like the water pump that they put in has blown. So, yeah. Craziness. So I had to call my poor mom and say, can I borrow your car again? Come get me. I sat in the back because she's worried about me and not her husband, the freaking virus. I said, I'll wear my mask and sit in the back. And so she's like, okay. And bless her heart, it's just too much for her, all this. So I don't know. I was just trying to stay calm after that. I haven't called them. They haven't called me. I had wanted to possibly, maybe in the next few years, buy a Durango from them if I could afford it. My friend could help me. But that went right out the window. I just cannot cope with that dealership. I do like my Dodge truck. I have found somebody else. Ford said they would work on it. They came out and were very nice. And they're not real far. They're in a nice part of town, not too far, whereas Dodge is way out, practically to the next city. That's why we don't like to go, because my mother, it's lots of diesels, and my mom can't get out there with her car. It's just too much. So, now I'm putting all these down, and they may not make any sense, these earrings. Jeez. Hopefully they will. But I couldn't even be on the phone with the guy. I told my friend, you're going to have to talk to him. I can't cope with it. This is just beyond ridiculous. It's not that hard to fix this vehicle. It's not. It's a water pump. It started with a Freon leak, and two places have destroyed the car. Because it was driving. It was driving just fine. I know I'm all fired up. My energy's kind of if it was driving just fine, you know, and just wasn't cooling, but at least it was driving until all of y'all got a hold of it, for crying out loud. So Ford dealership was super nice. The guy came up. I said, I'm so sorry, because the hood was up. I said, we're waiting for a tow truck, and they said, well, we work on these, you know, we'll work on it if you need us to. And I said, well, maybe in the future, but they just fixed it yesterday, so-called fixed it. It's just something's off. I mean, something's off. And then I had, you know, several hours of work today before this happened. And anyway, it'll be all right. I haven't seen the cats. We went by to feed them. I haven't seen them. I don't know what's going on. You know, just because the food is gone the next day means nothing. Pretty much. How are y'all doing? I just dumped on y'all, and then how are y'all doing? Well, I've just got to get a few more things on, you know, so we can get some more goodies in your bags before I mail. I'm going to try to mail Friday. And I have sent a few today. People have paid, so I've mailed yours. If, you know, you don't have to pay right now, and don't, you know, everybody's good. When you get it, you can, and same old story. It'll be fine. Just a few people had me yakking, and I didn't mean to get anybody upset over 2 or 3 bad apples, you know. Let's put some sparkly. So Olivia, you know, she's eating and drinking and all, but today just has not been as good at all, and we're monitoring it, you know, we really are. I just keep thinking I'm not gonna rush her down there, and when she's still putting one foot in front of the other, but it could turn real fast at any point, and we're keeping an eye out for that. Work has been work. I don't know what to say about that. A lot of uncertainty with this COVID mess. It's just a mess. And that's been another stress too, with trying to get in different vehicles and get the vehicles fixed. And you know, people have been in the vehicle, and I'm doing all this distancing, and it's just, I just carry around all of my stuff, my masks, my gloves, my Clorox wipes that we still have, thank goodness, and the pump stuff that we still have, you know what I mean, the sanitizer. And I found out it's all about me, isn't it? I found out that my doctor offers the antibody test, so I'm not going in May. I've decided, the one decision I've made is I'm not doing anything in May. I'm going to wait because it's still too early. Our cases are rising. They're over 200 in town. One whole family has it. And I happen to know that they've been still, they don't understand social, you know, they don't understand self-quarantine. I just don't, I don't know what to say about it. But, oh, I don't know what's going on. Other than that, I'm just trying to, you know, I really missed doing the jewelry today, and it was just because I was off in, is this really happening world, you know, but we're alive and we're safe. So, I think I'm going to do 2 videos of earrings. I've got, you know, several pairs here. Now I've got to think I need some sparkly. But they've kind of I had them together. Here they go. And then they've kind of separated a little bit, so it's not quite as easy. They kind of moved around on the tray a little. Yeah, little baby sweetheart Olivia. Minka, you know, she comes over to her, and I don't know. I'm just hoping, you know how when people are very close and animals, how when one goes, the other one does within a year. I mean, do y'all know what I mean? It happened to my grandparents. Y'all know what I mean, right? So y'all can discuss that if you like. I'd like to hear what y'all have to, excuse me, to say about that. I just wolfed down some food because we didn't get to eat. We were just stranded in the parking lot in the heat. You know, you can't go in buildings anymore and wait. I mean, they would have let us, and they had refreshments inside. None of them were wearing masks, you know. It's just older people, younger people, the salespeople, they were not wearing masks. Now, people were shopping for cars, and they were wearing the mask. Those people were wearing the masks. Yeah, it's just like, that's what it is. What's going on? I got COVID on my mind. Oh, God, I never even wanted to give it the dignity of the name. You know. Well, I've got the hot tea going, and got the honey in the hot tea. Let's say this is a freebie here. Keep calm and sail on. Now, some of them don't have, what is that? Is that a dove? I forgot. I saw what it was. Oh, yeah, it's a dove. Turtles, those are together. 2 keys. Some of them don't have a match. So that'll be a freebie. These freebies are still here because they're kind of, one of them is scuffed up. These dangly on the butterflies, bullets and butterflies card. Here's some black, missing a lot of the paint, but they're such a cool shape. I love the shape. Then these, if you want these are just all unwrapped, so I don't know. We'll put all these together. Very thin. This isn't even worth anything. I don't even know, but it's like a kid's ring, so you can get that. Still have this broken vintage pearl, old one, and have this broken Monet, if you want that. But, you know, probably not. It's like, oh, I'm just laughing because I'm like, here, this is broken. If you want this, get that, and get this broken one. And this is like all messed up, and you can have that. And gee, wow, thanks. Thanks for giving that away. Oh, gosh. I'm laughing because Olivia has perked up, but it was when she just went down and laid there, and oh, my God. And then after a while, she got better, and she went over to where she wanted to be, and I went and sat down. She came and just, I mean, she can't walk, so she was standing, and I said, Mommy's going to help you lay down. And she just laid down, her legs kind of fold, and she put her head in my lap. So that's when I told her, you know, we can go to Dr. Russell. We can go see Dr. Russell if you want to. And I told my friend we may, you know, we'll evaluate tomorrow. Today she's laying there. She's still perky and she's eating when I come and bring her. You know, her eyes are still meatball. Like, ooh, yeah, what y'all snacking on? Because it was dinner time, you know, but I didn't want to get her up and put her in the living room. I'm like, she needs to be on that cool floor. But, you know, what I'm concerned is we were both gone today, broken down, and I think she may have been trying to squirm around. We were gone about 4 hours and we didn't tell her. You know, sometimes we say we haven't gone. The day we went to Tyler and it was a 6-hour trip, we told her, you know, Mommy's going to work, when she knows that that's going to be a while, you know. But we just walked out the door and, you know, that's what I'm hoping it was, that she did some squirming around or something, sliding around. I'm just piling these up. So if some of y'all stuff like has just one, it's not intentional. Sometimes I'm throwing freebies in there, but sometimes I'm just grabbing a bunch and they're getting moved around a little bit, I'm afraid. But I'm putting them, like if y'all get a bunch of these, I'm just putting them all in a baggie, because I don't have that many little individual bags for them. So they're all going in like a baggie from the Kroger's, all of your earrings. So if you find one or two that don't have a match, it's just sometimes I know for several people recently they were wanting some freebies, and so I just grabbed some of what was left, but I didn't sit there and make sure they were all paired up. So please don't think I'm trying to cheat anybody. I know y'all don't. I'm just trying to say it's just kind of like that. So I'm looking for 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we need a few more on 6. Maybe. I need to try to find that style. So we've got like some of these kinds, so we'll need some more like pattern. So that would be nice. Yeah, this day turned out a whole lot different than I thought, and bless, you know, my mom is so sweet, bless her heart. I haven't bought a new vehicle since 1992. I had a big gap due to an illness a long time ago, right after I bought that 92 one, 2 years later. So, you know, I couldn't, I just paid for that one and drove it for 15 years. And then I got my dad's and I've been driving it for 20. But I've been trying to drive it for 20, but even the dealership is messing it up. Okay, so let's look. Number 1. Got $3. So number 1 is just a bunch. We've got New York, a new on a card. Those are super nice. You know, the silver tone, like dangles or hoops. Number 2 is these danglies. Number 3, this is a cool one too, number 2. Number 3 is kind of unusual. These are clip, some are pierced. These are real neat. They're like a peacock. Number 4, these are vintage, no name, very thick and well made. Well, that's 4. And then we've got some big dangle sparkly, and we've got some brassy tone and some stuff like that. And like that's a little sparse, so I'm going to try to probably just, like I'll throw in, let's go ahead and throw in these with this substantial back on them, and I need to put something else up there. So let's put these are pretty. They have a pretty dangle there, and then they're a pretty vibrant color. Okay, so number 5, look at these. These are cool. I don't know if somebody made these. This is on copper, and it's got real cool beads. And all of them are clip except the flowers, and those are pretty cool. That's number 5. Number 6 is like the pattern. giraffe pattern or leopard, I don't know. And then these red are neat. They're lightweight, but they're real pretty red. And these are quite unusual. Number 7, gold tone hoops. I need to just pull that out of that. I can use that one little baggie. So, oh wait, 7, yeah. 7 is all the gold tone. 8 is some sparkle or big sparkle. Those almost look like a Brighton knockoff, and then these kind of have wear, but they're cool. And then this is a bigger version of those. And number 9, we've got these interesting ones. And we've got a couple of, like I think one is glass. That's glass and that's plastic. Those are plastic. So that's number 9. Number 10, we've got these plastic, kind of thin. We have a couple of dangles with glass. And we have 2 gold tone hoops. Number 11, the gold tone again. A lot of clip-ons, love knots. Some are pierced, some are clipped. 12, a lot of colored hoops. Here's some more. Throw those in. Just a bunch of colored hoops. I'm probably going to go sprinkle, you know, other ones in here. For example, I think we need some more on number 10. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have enough for another video, so that'll be good. There was another one I thought I wanted to. Let's put something else at number 9. Well, these really did get spread out. I'm looking for something for number 9. How about these leaves? These are pretty. These are like some real pretty glass leaves. Those are pretty, number 9. And let's put these 2 keys at number 9 as well. 2 keys, number 9. Okay. So number 13, more gold tone with the pearls, faux pearls. Number 14, sparkly. These are plastic, but we got these big ones. Rhinestones, some long ones, some short ones. These little studs are pretty. And y'all might need your backs. I don't have backs right now for all of them. And this is more like a purple or black, number 15. This is real neat. These are glass, cat eye glass, real pretty. These are dark with sparkly rhinestone. I really like these. Look how pretty that is. I like lavender. So with some pearls, those might even be real, I don't know. And look, I'm going to throw these in there because they're so gorgeous. Butterfly. Look at that. I have 2 of them. Just grab the one. Where are they? They're glass. That's just, they're stunning. Number 16, silver tone. Giveaway. This nice black thin clairs, delicate glass. Those are little pieces of glass. This is giveaway if you like that. Those are handmade, rolled up. If you like an ear cuff, this is a gold tone ear cuff. This is a silver tone ear cuff with the rose. Okay, these are still pairs. So we'll just weave in the pairs. I really don't think we have enough for another lot. I don't know. We may. Alrighty, thank you. Thank y'all very much.